Tomorrow's World Cancer Day. It's a good reminder for the need of life-saving blood donations. And joining us to share more on the need for those donations is the Executive Director of the Northern Utah chapter of the Red Cross. It's Benjamin Donner. Benjamin, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
How big are blood donations when it comes to, in terms of treating cancer?
You know, the cancer patients, every single year, more than 1.6 million are diagnosed every single year. So we actually help cancer patients. About every 15 seconds they need blood here throughout the United States, if you can imagine that across the country.
So we have over 1 million cancer diagnoses every year, and then of those diagnoses, every 15 seconds, one of those patients needs blood.
That's correct. So every 15 seconds across the country, on average, someone is needing platelets to be able to make it through this. So there are actually 1,600,000 cases of cancer diagnosed, and over 1 million of those actually need transfusions throughout the year.
That's wild. And what kind of cancers are they treating there?
You know, this is across the board. It's actually the treatment of cancer, the radiation, the chemotherapy that actually can affect the bone marrow, where platelets are produced in the body. So it's not necessarily the actual cancer, it's the treatment that's affecting that.
You're counterbalancing the effects of the chemotherapy and things like that. I see.
Correct.
So the donations you mentioned, blood platelets, how is that different than just regular blood?
So a lot of individuals are aware of our blood drives that we'll have. Those we are collecting whole blood at those drives. These blood platelets are a small piece of that blood, but you can actually donate platelets directly at one of our blood centers here across the valley. So what happens is these blood platelets are tiny blood cells that actually help the body, the blood clot, instead of continuing to bleed. And that's what's really needed for these cancer patients. So the platelets are different in normal blood donations in that platelets are only good for 5 days.
So the supply runs out very quickly.
It does. That shelf life, that's from the time they're donated to the time they're actually transfused into a patient. So you can imagine everything that has to happen. That's why that need is constant. There isn't always an emergency of this or that. That need is constant every single day throughout the country.
Because you can't stockpile those.
Not at all, no.
Interesting. Yeah, it's one of those things I don't realize that for, like, so you see blood donations, you're like, oh yeah, blood bank, blood supply. You think, okay, just put them in the freezer or something, you're good. But that's not the case with these platelets.
No, no, this need is constant every single day of the year. It's not something that we can store up. We need to be able to be collecting these every single day. Okay,
so people out there saying, okay, well, I have platelets, you know, we all have platelets out there. What can we do if we want to donate? How do we schedule an appointment?
So the very best way to do it is to download our Red Cross Blood Donor app. That's the easiest way you can do it there. You can go to redcrossblood.org and see those available times and appointments. It's always important to schedule an appointment. It is a process. It's something that goes through very meticulously to make sure it happens correctly. So you want to make sure and schedule an appointment. Any questions, you can always dial 1-800-RED-CROSS as well.
Of course, we'll have a link to all that on our website. You see it right there, abc4.com/GMU. Talking with Benjamin Donner here, the Executive Director of the Northern Utah chapter of the Red Cross, looking ahead to World Cancer Day tomorrow and that need to donate blood platelets. Benjamin, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Brian.
You betcha.